Kevin was a person that was very forward thinking, very ambitious. None of us as content creators would be able to hold a torch or even step in his shoes. But what he's done for not even just black content creators, but black men in general, was to really give black men a source of identity as far as controlling our image. That beginning clip was me participating in the Celebrating Life live stream on Kevin Samuels' YouTube channel. It was one of 2 videos posted on his channel within the last 10 months. And the Kevin Samuels fan base was just excited to be back on the channel again, where all the magic started. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jeff Liscombe and Kevin Samuels' family for organizing this particular birthday live stream. Also want to thank a few of the brothers for coming on. Dennis Sperlin, I want to thank Anton Daniels, Media Tutorials and Reviews, the lead attorney, Obsidian, Jeff the Style OG for participating. And I also want to thank you, the fans, who showed up and you were in the live stream, you were commenting. There was a lot of money collected. We saw people even joining the membership, just doing a lot to support Kevin Samuels' legacy. And that's really what's so important. I mean, I've never even got 10,000 live viewers myself, and I'm alive, right? And that's not to take any shots at anybody, but that's the power of Kevin Samuels. A person that's been gone for almost a year still can get more attention than some of us, or if not most of us, who are living. And that's what the whole topic of today's discussion is about. Because unfortunately, while Kevin has his supporters, in death, just like in life, he had his detractors. And I looked and I saw so many negative comments on Kevin Samuels' page. I saw and heard so many videos, people who were criticizing those folks who were super chatting. I was seeing people who were saying, man, this guy is dead. Why are you guys giving money? Why are you guys supporting this? And when I heard that, it made me think of one word that starts with J, ends in Y: jealousy. You see, I want to talk about this because Kevin Samuels was too big of a person to talk about things like that. But between everybody here and me, I would be the ones that will go out and make videos on his behalf, right? And although Kevin Samuels didn't beef, he did like it when I did respond. So just like in his living, I'm going to make a video responding to the haters in his death. And I just want to say something to the people that are still upset at Kevin Samuels' legacy. While you are still living, it's not, out of reach that you can do something with your own life. And it's so sad that people have nothing better to do than to pocket watch somebody's money who's passed away, ain't worried about you, wasn't worried about you when he was here, but you're so mad that this man had an impact on people, you're spending your time trolling in the comments or making YouTube videos criticizing the people who were supporting him. And this is not anything new. People have still been doing this when he was living. They're doing it when he's dead. And I'm going to tell you why these people are doing it. It's not because you hate Kevin Samuels or you dislike him, because you didn't know him personally for you to dislike him. You hate the fact that this man was able to build an audience that supported him. Almost like, I would say, a cult-like following. Although Kevin Samuels never abused his audience, he never made them do things they didn't want to do. He never even forced women to come onto the page. But these people are upset that this man in his death is still more valuable than most of you who are hating in your life. And I just want to empower people to understand that when you do something that people like, even in your death, people can support you. And Kevin Samuels is just what's called for today. This guy, right, got 200,000 views on the video called Celebrating Life. There was no real extravagant thumbnail, but it's Kevin Samuels. People showed up to honor this man. He's been dead for almost a year, but that's the power of this guy. And not only is the power of him, his fan base is international. Australia, Russia, Africa. Like every time I'm somewhere and somebody sees me, the first thing that they talk about, or the first 2 or 3 things we talk about, is Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels has passed away. But that is what happens when you bring something to the world that people feel is valuable. And for some of you guys who who are haters, or some of you bitter ladies out there who are haters, I think the real reason is because you've been living all this time, yet nobody takes you that serious, right? And that's really what it's about. You are been living, some of you 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and you haven't accomplished very much for yourself. So this guy who accomplished a lot, especially in the later years of his life, more than you have done. So you're upset with with him for people who want to gravitate towards him. And that's one thing that, people got to understand, right? People can gravitate to who they want on YouTube. There are certain YouTubers that, let's say, for example, I heard I really don't like their content. And, but hey, they have huge fan bases. So it's not for me to really say, well, why are you guys over there watching him? Or why are you listening to him? I had this one chick that came over to the Pan-African Dating Show channel, and she was like, wow, somebody had mentioned Kevin Samuels' name. Wow, I can't be over here associated with this particular situation if it's Kevin Samuels. Or she said something about that, but she didn't even have anything she didn't even know that the reason why the Pan-African Dating Show is there is partly because of Kevin Samuels. She was talking about Kevin Samuels on something completely different topic, but she didn't know, right? And you can like who you like, but at the end of the day, you being mad or hating on somebody because they like who they like, it makes you look very weak. It makes you look very insecure. And then it makes you also look very stupid, very much so. And it makes people feel like you don't have a life. Just think about it. If you're a grown man or a grown woman, a complete adult person, and you come on to YouTube making content about a man who is no longer living, and you commentate on the way that people are talking about this individual, and there are YouTubers that do this, big and small, what would that really say about you? I mean, just think about it. If you're a person that trolls in the comment section, saying things like, I'm glad he's not here, I'm glad he's not there, but nobody even knows who you are as an individual because you have no impact on anybody in life. And that's clear to see. And this is why you sit around twiddling your thumbs, not doing anything. And I'll tell you this, just like Kevin, anybody who is a person that is a doer, that can make their ideas come to life, albeit controversial, people are going to dislike you. People are going to really like you, or they're going to really dislike you, if not hate you. Because you can actually prove what you're trying to do, or you can actually build systems for yourself. You can create opportunities for yourself. And the reason why you can create opportunities for yourself, because you don't sit around wasting your time worrying about what other people are doing and trying to castigate others who are already enjoying a good time. It's just like me, I don't really like oysters or something like that. I'm not a really big seafood person. I dislike seafood a lot. It kind of makes me sick, right? But imagine, people out there who love seafood. So imagine me on a Saturday night going someplace and being like, anger music, hey man, why y'all eating that seafood, man? Seafood is terrible, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all could be coming over here to the soul food restaurant instead of eating seafood. Like, people would look at me like I was stupid, and then they would probably just keep eating seafood, if not get me arrested and kicked out. So when you spend your time hating on Kevin Samuels, albeit if you're hating in person, I see ladies hating on Tinder profiles. I see ladies making videos on TikTok. I mean, like, who can take you serious? Because you don't have the impact, right? Nobody will come and see you, Otis. Like, nobody will flood to your video when you're living and you can't even get 300 live people. You're talking about a man that has passed away. It can get thousands of people to give him money. He's not even here. That is how sad and pathetic most of y'all look as player haters. But I get it. That's what happens when you can prove what you're talking about. And I just want everybody to know that if you want to be successful in life, part of the hate you're going to get is for the fact that you actually get things done. You actually will show up. You'll take a risk for yourself. You'll put yourself out there, and that you'll be successful. Not everybody's going to like that, guys. But guess what? F them. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.